Welcome back to Out of Left Field. They say curiosity is what killed the cat. Apparently they have never met Kimberly Zubris, who has used her curiosity as a springboard into an almost unbelievable story of success. No, she's never fought pirates or slayed a dragon, but her bike has taken her to places that many people only read about. Once upon a time, Zubris was an elementary school student who was passionate about science, math, and basketball at Holy Spirit Academy, a former Catholic school in Hazleton.
I've always been driven in everything I've done. So yeah, the first sport memories I have is probably playing basketball at Holy Spirit. Yep. And in our league, being really competitive and wanting to win, and winning a championship and cutting down the net afterwards with your teammates. So yeah, even as young as elementary school, it was something that was there, and then I guess really never lost that, and so kept that going.
Now, Dr. Kimberly Zubris is a scientist who uses her curiosity, her love for problem solving, and her drive to succeed to help people live better lives as the Chief Scientific Officer at Spoke Sciences.
I've done a lot of work in both sort of early pharmaceutical development, where there's a product or like an active ingredient or a drug that you want to give to people, and it's really hard to deliver it. And so designing a way to make that function and actually get it to be useful in a medical setting. So that was really compelling in that you have this amazing drug and you want it to be useful for people, but for some reason it's just not. Like, it doesn't dissolve in water, or you have to take such high amounts of it. So there's the drive of, like, there's a need out there. People need this to get better, and that's exciting and that's compelling. And then a lot of what I do now is in sort of health and wellness products and getting people to sort of function at that next level. So how to be the best version of yourself.
She also uses her skill set to win lots and lots of championships in cycling. I'm talking multiple national championships and world championships.
My mind never stops. So I actually get that a lot. People coming to watch the racing and they'll say, I could see it on your face, you were doing some calculating there in your head. But I think that's also, it seems to be a common trait with a lot of the women that are competing at the high level is they have a strong academic background, or they've always been intellectually curious, and I think it's kind of that personality type that ends up at the top of the sport.
Zubris notes that when she was on the U.S. national team, she raced against someone who went on to be a NASA astronaut. So how did Zubris go from that curious little girl in elementary school to being a member of the United States national cycling team and ranked #1 in the world in the discipline of Madison? Well, she signed up for cross country at the former Bishop Hafey High School that was located in the Hazleton area. I
did take it really seriously. I think we had a really good coach in Tom Kostick. He really taught us all how to be good sportsmen, and that was really it. It just drove me to want to be better. I think it drove everyone on the team to want to be better, so that kind of laid the foundation of, getting into elite sport later in life. I had that to look back on and think, yeah, I know how to train hard, I know how to compete and be a good teammate.
Two key things happened while Zubris was working on her master's degree and PhD at Boston University. One, she became a member of the school's club cycling team, and two, she made some friends from the Lehigh Valley who told her she should check out the velodrome back in PA. So when Zubris got a job in the Allentown area, she took their advice and became a part of Rookie Saturdays at Valley Preferred Cycling Center in Trexlertown in 2012. The track attracts the best cycling athletes from around the world, and Zubris, who found success early, would soon be one of them.
I remember my first pro win on a Friday night there. So Friday nights are pro racing. I was pretty much a newbie, and no one really gave me too much credit, I think. It was an international race, so it counts for our national governing bodies, like ranking points. And I just made a move at the end of the race and attacked off the front, and I think because I wasn't really a threat to most people, they let that get away. And I ended up sticking, so I ended up leading the race and taking that win, and it was, just a little taste of, okay, I can do this, and let's try to do this again.
Zubris won her first national title in 2016 with Kim Geist in the two-person event called the Madison. That's the event she would eventually be ranked #1 in the world in.
It's kind of like tag team on a bike. So you're racing at 30 miles an hour and your teammate sees you come below them and you grab each other's hands and you trade momentum and then you switch who's in the race and times that by 18 teams on the track, and it's pure chaos.
Zubris has gone on to win national championships in multiple cycling events. In 2024, she was the Women's Omnium National Champion. That's an event that combines a number of disciplines into a single event to see who can earn the most points.
I like that part of it. The track specifically, it is incredibly tactical. There's some races where your brain has to be on the entire time, calculating your points, how many points another rider has. And that piece of it, those are my favorite ones. In figuring out like who's going to win the race. It's not necessarily the first person across the line at the very end, it's who accumulated the most points throughout. So that played well to sort of my love of math and science and being a little bit of a nerd, and then yeah, just winning. It's fun to win.
You can catch Zubris competing on Friday nights in Trexlertown during the summer months. She's still chasing big dreams in the sport with her team Star Track. As of our interview in the fall of 2025, they're the only professional U.S. team registered with the sport's international governing body. But that's not why Zubris is so proud to be a part of the team. She loves that Star Track is a community program that helps thousands of kids get onto bikes and find a love for the sport. Once in the seat, their curiosity can run wild as they think, just where can this thing take me?
It's hard to take yourself too seriously when you're riding a bike.
It is like you're a kid though, it is, yeah. Did you ride your bike when you were younger? Like
all the time,
here?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I lived out in Hazel Township, and so, you know, we had sort of our mile-long street we'd ride up and down, and a gang of kids on bikes, and yeah, there's certainly that bit of freedom to it too, is that you kind of have this responsibility and you're going out there and you don't have immediate parental oversight and yeah, see what you can get into.
Since her days of riding her bike around Hazel Township, Zubris has gotten into a lot, and she has no plans to stop pedaling anytime soon. Next up on Out of Left Field, we'll find out how a star pitcher and quarterback from our area stays cool and calm during the biggest moments on the mound and field.